Hello, and welcome to Resume Before and After, where we look at common resume mistakes and how to fix them. Today, we're discussing resumes that include the wrong details and omit the right ones. One aspect of resume writing that can be a struggle for people is simply knowing what needs to go into it and what doesn't. Sometimes we see people who include information that really shouldn't be a part of the resume, such as their hobbies, their salary, their supervisor's name and phone number, and their reasons for leaving the job. Other times, we see people who forget to include critical information, such as their job descriptions, job titles, employment dates, and relevant skills and education. Let's take a look at an example of someone who has done both. We can see here that for both job entries and all three educational entries, this job seeker has included phone numbers. For most of these, he's also included street addresses and zip codes. These things simply don't belong on a resume. They clutter it up with irrelevant information. If a hiring manager wants to contact these organizations, they can look up his contact info on the internet. All you need to provide on your resume is the business name, city, and state. If we take a closer look at the education section, we can see that the first two entries are short-term education that was not completed. These educational attempts took place after this job seeker became a licensed massage therapist, indicating that he tried and failed to pursue a different career path before coming back to massage. Including this irrelevant, unfinished education on the resume is only hurting him. At the bottom, we see a references section. It's a wonderful idea for you to have a list of your professional references, but it doesn't belong on your resume. It should be a separate document, which is provided only when specifically requested. And on your separate references document, you'll want to include more information than we see here. Specify your relationship with this person, such as coworker or supervisor, and how long you've known them. On that same note, remembering to include the important information, let's take a look at what's missing from this resume. There are no employment dates, so the person reading this resume has no idea if he worked for these companies for several years or only a few days. There are no job titles. Did he work at these places as a massage therapist, or was he doing something completely different? Finally, there are no skills and no job descriptions, so there's nothing to tell us what he has experience with, what he's good at, all of that. Overall, leaving out all of this information means that he has not proven that he's qualified for the job. Now, let's look at the revamped version of this resume. This resume begins with an expanded introductory statement, showing not just his employment objective, but also what he brings to the table. We then have a key skills section, which focuses on his most relevant, marketable skills as a massage therapist. This includes details of what types of massages he can do, as well as personal traits, such as a calm and friendly manner. In the professional experience section, we've included the important details this time: his job titles, employment dates, and descriptions of what he did on each job. By adding these specifics, we prove that he has the required knowledge and experience. Finally, let's look at what was removed from this version of the resume. There are no more phone numbers, street addresses, zip codes, or references. The unfinished education from a different field has been removed, although we did leave in the Army National Guard training because it showcases the job seeker's physical fitness, which is relevant to his work as a massage therapist. Now that the irrelevant information has been removed, this streamlined resume draws attention to his skills, knowledge, and experience. Exactly where we want it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please click like. And if you'd like to see more content from us, please click subscribe.